Alright guys, welcome to another YouTube video, and I made a big mistake. I had my sound on the tiniest fraction instead of completely off, and yeah, whenever the sound is on an Apple screen recorder, it records it really loud, so yes. We're going to be playing some Gym Grab and Death Cap Trap, and I'm going to be playing the left or the right lanes, using the extra toxic star power and the slowing toxin gadget, and this is just going to be kind of like a VOD review, so bear with me. I'm still figuring this out, but it will get cleaner later. So yes, we start out with a Mr. P and a Rosa. Mr. P was AFK, and Rosa didn't like it, but yeah, I got a couple good hits off, but then that Jessie hit me and forced me to recover. Fortunately, I had the extra toxic on, which prevented about 200 damage, but it was still a hit nonetheless, and yes, this double healer comp was really annoying. That Jessie almost took me out. And yeah, I was forced to stay on 67 health for a while. And yeah, Mr. P gets his porter down, but we're really not in a good situation. I mean, we're down 4 gems, or 3 gems now. That Jessie has her turret there, and we're all 3 in the left and middle lanes. So yeah, I was able to get a hit off on Poco, and did not decide to use the gadget. But then I got another hit on him. I slowed him. Because he has 7 gems, and any little bit helps, and he wouldn't have been able to recover as fast, so it's probably worth it. But now they have 9 gems, great control, and a healing station. Again, I've considered jumping, and I actually jumped this time. I was able to get them both low, use the slowing toxin gadget. Rosa was able to escape with most of the gems. And yes, but then the Jessie comes in, slows us with the gadget, but I was able to go in, kill the Pam, and the Poco got some good hits on me, and that was really a shame, but the Rosa was able to clean up, and that was game number 1 pretty much. We just have to defend against the Jessie. I mean, Jessie and the Pam, and maybe the Poco whenever he respawns, and try to finish that off, and now I was like, oh, that Pam's getting awfully close. Then Pam misses all her shots, and I'm just like, yeah, easy win. Yes, that was the first game, and not an epic win, I don't believe, but a win nonetheless. And yeah, I also got some quest progress. Always good to get quest progress, as you guys know. Going into the next game, and yeah, that's me adjusting my volume. And yes, going into the next game, Death Cap Trap again, of course. I was checking my recordings, just because, I mean, I was worried. Fortunately, I was recording. I was just recording in the wrong format. Alright, a Poco Nita team, and this team worked out really well. We started out, I got great control in the left lane, targeting this Jean over here. The Jean and the Poco get up, but I believe that Jean has magic. No, the Jean had Spirit Slap, okay. And yeah, I just had great control on them. I've got 3/4 of my super, maybe 15 seconds in the game. And yes, this was just going great for me. A few more hits on the Poco, let him low on health. He does decide to use his gadget though. And I cannot seem to get hits off because I'm just auto-aiming. It's okay to auto-aim if you know you can hit someone with Crow, because it's very unlikely you'll ever be able to hit two daggers. And yeah, this is probably not the smartest decision, but the Bear Paws came in clutch, and so did the Slowing Toxin. I did not want to go for that gem, and neither did Anita, and Bruce just stands there and takes the shot from the Primo. And yes, this Primo was all up in our business, and that helped the red team regain control, and I see that Primo's thinking about jumping. So I decided to be very careful, and I tried to super on him, but then I ended up super over to the Poco, and by now I have half of my super. That Nita manages to target the Primo, bringing us up to 8 gems versus the red team with 2. Something YT goes down, but so does Chepo 17, and the Jean pulled me there, which was his mistake, and it was his downfall, because you don't want to pull a Crow super to you if you don't have any ammo, because they're going to just super all over you, and that's what I did. And that's how we won the second game of 3. Will we be able to win the last one? Stick around. Nice health in that Jean, by the way. So yes, 2 of 6 points, 2 games in, and we're doing really solid. Jumping into this third game here, as you can see, 926 power play points, and I'm already at 206 in 2 days in, with still 1 game left to play. That was kind of insane. I mean, Uh, yes, the first two games are stressful, and I'm hoping for a relatively peaceful, easy win, control game here. And matchmaking is taking forever, but it seems to speed up. Maybe if it widened its matchmaking things. And we got a very unconventional team comp. 8-bit, Leon, Crow. Two legendaries and the slow boy himself, 8-bit. And yes, they've got better control than us at the start. They're running a Boko... oh yeah, I was checking if my microphone was recording, because I got scared. But it didn't matter because I had sound. 8-bit waits to teleport there. And they've got us 3 gems to none. 4 gems to none. I get some great shots in that Poco, get about 2/3 to 3/4 of my super. And more shots in the Terra, that's not enough to take her out, unfortunately. And that Shade is annoying the 8-bit, so I decided to take it out for him. More hits on that Poco, we are a margin away from our super. I get it on the Mr. P. Then I go back and I heal up, switch lanes just because no one's playing the left lane. But they have a 7 gems to 0. This is not a great situation. I get some good shots in the Terra, and I slow them all down, but it's not enough, and I had to waste a super to avoid dying. Now, I've only got a fraction of my super, and we're in a terrible spot here. But this is where things all turn around. They get greedy for the 10th gem. I slow down the Terra with my gadget. 8-bit gets some great shots, and then the Leon and the 8-bit manage to take out the Poco. Now, the Leon has a mere 470 health, but a fast movement speed, and is trying to escape. I did manage to slow down the Terra again with my gadget. And Leon is kind of taking shots at the enemies instead of attacking them. But we do manage to secure that win, despite the Leon giving me a scare at the end. And yeah, we went 3 for 3. I mean, Gem Grab is definitely one of Crow's better modes, I will say that. But 3 for 3 is very solid. This is when I started thinking about placement. I decided to check what place I was in. I'm not even ranked to the US, but we are only about 40 points behind, which a great performance from us tomorrow will probably put us on the lower ends of the leaderboards. Why? Because tomorrow is Crow's best game mode. Tomorrow is solo showdown. And I've got a great chance to end up on the US leaderboards. Because at the current rate, I'm going to reach about 1,100 points. And that's going to give me about 5,000 star points. And I also place about 75, around 75th in the world. Or no, I was calculating that based off of the US. It's the world that gets the star points, not the US. Tomorrow's map is Dark Passage. And yes, this is going to be interesting because Dark Passage is not a Crow map unless some lucky stuff happens. I'm going to have a tough time. But that's going to wrap this up. Discord and link in description. Club and link in or not the club. That's my podcast thing. Discord and link in description. Twitter and link in description. And Quest Night out. See ya.